earlier on is called the Rosa Banana Plantation. If you're wondering what are those blue bags placed over the branch of bananas, those blue bags, ladies and gentlemen, on the island are referred to as the condoms for the bananas. Every banana plant is called a sucker. At the first 6 months, the banana plant will bear this purple pod right here. So every petal of this pod that rolls up, you will find a hand of bananas. And his young friend, Lucia, he will give you a little bit of information about the place. You will then be taken into the distilleries to see how the actual process has been.
At the base of our rum making. Then we add 3 kilograms of yeast into it. After we dilute water of the main still at 95.5%. That's how it come up over there. But of the pot still, you have to know when to knock it, because maybe you knock in the head.
Okay, 20 minutes. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Discount. If you see any piece you're interested in, the price is on there. We work out a 20% discount. The matched and plaque. These are all based on this is the abstract one. The modern pieces like these you don't find 2 pieces the same. These are one of the pieces there.
Because when we went, I tell them, I won't tell them at the power meeting table. We say, I'm not going to know that you went home. Last month, that's if I say carnival, I wish. That's why they're going to get the back of the water. This house right here, so immediate left, this is the home of the Governor General on the island. And for the first time in St. Lucia, our Governor General happens to be a lady named Dame Paulette Louise. The island of St. Lucia, we are an independent island, but we're still beneath the British Commonwealth. As a matter of fact, on the 22nd of February, we celebrated 41 years of independence.
that we had at that time, which we don't have anymore. They'll get you anyhow unless you're a very good swimmer.
But these are some of our blue dome macaws, and then the red one is called a green wing macaw. These guys have a lifespan of 75 to 100 years. So if you plan on getting one, make sure you got some grandkids to give it to you, they'll probably outlive you. Also, the two orange birds over there, actually we clip their wings just like you cut your toenails and fingernails. It does not hurt them, but we clip them about twice a year. And these guys lay eggs twice a year, usually 2 or 3 at a time. I've been here for about a year and a half. We've had one baby born that's actually lived so far. So as I walk around, I'll show you that. Here on the island, we changed it in the holiday, 6 months. Last time I changed it, we counted 68 turtles in a year. Every so often, we have a lifespan of 60 years plus. This guy here, we estimate about 40 years old. He's been here for about 22 years. That is the male. The female is more flatter. In South America, they do eat them. I had an ex-girlfriend from Colombia, and this is what they eat on Thanksgiving. So I had to hide all my turtles from her before she cooked them. You guys can hold them, get a picture. There's a big farm in Texas with them. They go into people's backyards. They root up their property and their gardens and everything. They do eat them in there. It kind of looks like a porcupine. You'll see a lot of the same type of doves they use for a magician uses. You also use them when you let them go for weddings. The black bird over there, you can see it over there in the corner. And this rounds up like I said, that black bird over there with the red on it and a moorhen. And then we Okay guys, over here we got what's called Reaper capuchins. Reaper capuchins have a lifespan of about 30 degrees. Wrap the peanut with its tail. Come on, show me how to use your tail. Come here. Come on. You know how to do it. And here's one of our Caribbean chickens. Also, I do not recommend a monkey for a pet. Back in the States, I had a zoo. I had about 30 monkeys. I would say 20 were donated to me from people who got them for pets. They're great until they become sexually mature, which about 3 do bite, and you probably let them get bit by one. that looks like that. It's actually a family. That's Critter. He was born here. He's about 12 years old, and he got mom and dad. And a lot of times you'll see chicken feathers inside these cages and trees. I've never seen raccoons sleep in trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's amazing is he never falls out of the tree. There's mornings I come up and all 5 were sleeping up there. And that... Oh, yeah. They're down here. Right there. There's a couple flying around. Like I said, they eat very good. You can see down there we got apples and pears, and we got some. We got some other back there lately. We have a lot of big people in here constantly. Bucking for us. There he comes. That is Clive. Like I said, he looks like an overgrown guinea pig. And guys, over to the right over here, you get lucky this morning. We have our speckled owl. She's out. She's from South America. There she goes, flying up high so you can't see her. But she is a female. We know that because she has laid eggs before. Unfortunately, a lot of animals here are singly housed. It's very, very difficult to get animals to this island. Ever since this morning, those Caribbean chickens down there. Alcoholics. They go to the bar, they steal ink kits plus monkeys. You see all kinds of videos with drunken monkeys all over St. Kitts. They're becoming a problem on this island. Right up in the hills behind me, there's about 100 of them that live up in the hills. And there's a lot of mango trees down here and passion fruit trees that people have. They go in there, so they come on the depth side. They know where it's safe. That's what they look like. These guys have been here a long time. Like I say, you can see they eat very well. The help has to drain the pond. They can push them over to the side. Funny story about him. Yesterday, one of my help came on and said, "Oh, he's dead. He's dead." All right, I go over there. I get Here's your pictures, guys. That's the first time I've seen him do that in a long time. Oh, don't shake your butt. Nobody wants to see that. I can't believe he's pulling up. There you go. guys. Good gift. And they do lose their feathers. I think they lose like twice a year.
That's a lot.
Down here we had a couple of them, and I was told they were all females, and then about 6 weeks ago we had a baby born. Unfortunately, it died about 2 weeks ago. The male that lives on that side, which is a common marmot, said he's very mean. Just don't recommend them. And these guys sell, those guys over there sell for about $3,000 a piece. That one over there is about $1,500. Guys, next one is see us. A lot of work. They turned around and leased it to a French guy. The French guy ran it for about another 6 years, and then about 4 years ago, my friend's daughter came in town. They owned a zoo in the United States. They decided they liked this zoo, they wanted to buy it, so they living in the States. You ever see that movie Groundhog Day? That's what this reminds me. Every day is the same. Same weather, same temperature, same people, so it's all right. And like you said, I'm not sure how friendly it is. I've gotten in the cage with her. She usually just runs from me. I guarantee if I corner her, she'd probably bite me. When I had my zoo in the United States, I hand-raised everything that I own. I had a lot of tigers in the United States. And I believe if you're going to have a zoo, which all animals should be in a wild, but if you're going to be in a zoo, they should have human contact. If I get that monkey short come off and put the feet out of my hand, the same thing. It's much easier if the animal has a little contact. You don't have to go in the cage with it, but at least, spend some time with it. They spent no time with this one. This one just runs back and forth all the time. But when I first got it, it lived in that cage, turned the real color until about a year and a half old. And the other blue one up there, when you guys first came in, if you remember, on a lot of the tops of the cage had all these big holes through in it. It was all from that blue one up there. I finally found which one did. This one's pretty friendly. You can still go in the cage with her. I wouldn't trust the big male. This one has no fingers, that female. I don't know who cut the monkeys. They used to scratch them, so they cut the fingertips off. That's what I think happened to this one, too. This is why people should not own exotic animals. If you cannot keep the animals with its teeth and its claws, you should. Come get it. I'm up raising poultry up. It's got in a box about this big. I have to done sometimes. Funny story. I haven't leave that
Hello. Hello.
That here on St. Maarten there is no degrees Fahrenheit, which is 28 degrees Celsius, but normally here on St. Maarten our temperature usually go up to 93, 95 degrees Fahrenheit. That is during the summertime. And the coolest temperature is ever gets here during the daytime is when it's like 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, I do actually.
Are you taking a still or no, you're taking a movie?
It's very quiet over in those two islands. Now if you go to the island of Tenerife, all they have there is there's a runway, and you'll see some old Russian military plane there, army plane. They used to use that island, during World War II to land and take off. They grow 7 different colors. They even have them in black, something you don't see so easily, black.
thought there were clothes shops somewhere.
Oh, well, there are clothes. We were here before 3 o'clock. You guys were here. You said you left. Yeah, we were here from 4. I told him we think my husband's good with your son.
I hope they pay him back. Because ideally they needed to go get saved.
340.
Ain't nothing but a view.
Yeah.
we do maximum altitude we do on the coast 6,000 feet. Yeah? So what we are going to do is get out of Santa Cruz now. Yeah? Santa Cruz is the capital of the island, the business capital, shall I say? Yeah? We always refer to two capitals: the business capital Santa Cruz and the cultural capital La Laguna, which is going to be reached in approximately 7 or 8 minutes. Mentioned very often. A lorry, a truck, loaded with pine needles to the very top. Okay? How many times have I heard the question, excuse me, Joseph, I saw a lorry loaded with pine needles to that. What do you want that for? What do you do with it? The forest practically, eh? All the pines are disappearing. Now we are entering the third lot of vegetation, which is valley in the island. It's formed by 3 towns: Puerto de la Cruz on the sea. Having this cleanliness of the sky up here, apparently they can obtain many more hours of observation, and it's an ideal spot for looking at the stars. Isanya is the name of it. Isanya. And now look out to the right all the way. Yeah, we are going, as we turn here, we are going to, for example, Retama del Teide, Retamón del Teide, Alelí del Teide, Jara del Teide, Tonática del Teide, Tajinaste del Teide, Margarita del Teide. No, the only thing I tell you very quickly, yeah? Because in case we have any lover of this type of... Talking about the second crater of Mount Teide. Understand that Mount Teide has 2 volcanic craters, one at the very, very top, and another one 2,200 feet off the top. This thing without any problem, but if you don't mind, I will put a glass over it before. So she's got it there with a car, with a glass over it, and she walks anytime she likes over it, and she's keeping it. Yeah? Curiosity. Yeah? Would you like to tell me activities that one can do in a place like this, yeah? Including 3 activities that necessarily you have to be in a place like this, yeah? Cleanliness in the sky, you can get many more hours of observation, yeah? So, apart from that, place 4, yeah? And now we are nearly there, yeah? Another couple of moments, and we are stopping for photos again. Notice, like in front of the bus, on the left-hand side of the road, in that area, there is a...
Mate, the battery's running flat.
No.
I'm just looking like a brat.
Delante de ella hay otras lavas mucho más.
Long, short, fat, skinny. You must like one of these, surely. And notice how intelligent they are, yeah? When you approach them with the wrong vibration, they run away from you. They don't want to know.
some P&Os. Yes, we have some bananas. We have some bananas today.
Then you get into the shower and you, in your car, in your shoes, everywhere you have sand. That doesn't happen with the black sand. What is negative about it is that it holds the heat much more. So if ever you see somebody running like you have never seen anybody run before, yeah, on a black sand beach, you know what? All the shop is as well. Everywhere, the shops are all over the place. Yeah? Remind you that what is quite good for you, yeah, for shopping here for you, is those things that are usually heavily taxed because we don't pay so many taxes. Yeah?